Yo, 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 what's up, guys, and welcome to the stream. So, today, as you can see by the thumbnail, we are going to be working on the bank heist slash bank vault hacking system. So, we are actually going to be doing this from scratch, by the way, and we've actually got a bank. So, what we need is a bank teller here. I've actually got some really cool animations made by our animator. Shout out to him. But let me go to our animations. All right, so we've got this is the obviously the animation you're going to be using when you've got a laptop in your hand. So you sort of got to use a laptop. I've actually got a laptop model now. I'll show you. So we've got meshes. We've now got a laptop model. So this is going to spawn in your hand, sort of thing. Shout out to our 3D modeler, so Schizo, for this model. And also, we've actually got, they're now pickups because you can now buy them from stores, but the pickup version is just a closed laptop sort of thing. But shout out to him, so Schizo, for that model as well. Our animator, Moat, shout out to him. He's actually made all these animations actually. So this is obviously the laptop hacking, but for the AI, we've got a different type of robbery animation. So, the standard robberies are the clerk robberies, are held up at gunpoint, and then you can either fail a robbery or succeed a robbery. But the way this works is, where is it actually? Hands up, press button. Okay, so now this is going to be the bank tellers sort of animation. So what they're going to do is go like that, and then they're going to go bang and press a button underneath the table and open that security door here. So we have to turn that into a blueprint. And then that sort of gives you access into the vault. So this is sort of when the alarm's going off, police have been notified, sort of thing. It takes how long? Uh, 3, 4, 5. It takes about what? Yeah, 5 seconds. It takes about 5 seconds. So 5 seconds from the point of holding him up to opening the door, and then obviously you're going to come here. One of our new 3D models he's actually working on a password pad. Um, you would have seen it in one of the last live streams, but the password pad is going to be here, and then that's when you're going to interact with the password pad, and sort of you need a laptop in your inventory, and then then you'll go into the hacking sequence, and then that's where this big bad boy opens up. So this door is going to be closed until you hack it, and then it's going to swing open, and then you run in and obviously start grabbing the money. Have I got to grab the money standing? Grab or money? No, I don't. Oh, no, that's the AI. And I'll show you some of the. So I'll just quickly show you these animations. So another system I plan on making is a drug dealing system, specifically pot plants. So our potentially new 3D modeler Blizzard, he's also making the pot plant. So what's going to happen is you're going to have to go to a drug dealer, which is at some random trap house or in the back alleyway or something, and you'll go to the drug dealer and you can either buy seeds or sell him pounds of weed. So what you need to do is you actually need to buy seeds, and then you need to go to some random location where no one's going to find it, and you actually have to, that has grass obviously, and you need to throw the seeds onto the ground. So once you throw the seed onto the ground, then a plant will appear, a pile of dirt will appear, and then there's stages. It will grow in stages. It will grow into a half plant and then into a full plant, and depending on how much it grows, is how much pounds you get out of it. So what you've got to do is you've got to get seeds, go grow plants, process them into pounds, and then go back to the drug dealer and sell him back the pounds. So that's how you make your money. And this is obviously picking up the plants. So our animator is epic, man. Like some of these, I don't think all of these are potentially the AI robbery animations are actually a motion capture, I believe, potentially. But not all of them are. But anyway, that's pretty much what we're going to do, guys. So that's pretty much where we are. Let me just quickly check the chat. Nobody's there. We don't want a top chat. We want a live chat. Okay. Shout out to the one watching on YouTube, which, I mean, well, only one watching, so no one's really, did we actually notify everyone? Yes, we did. Okay. let me get out of that. So that's what we're going to do. So pretty much what we need is a clerk now. We can just place them down pretty much. So we're probably going to have issues with this. Oh, actually, yes, we are actually going to have issues. So we need a line trace to actually go through these objects, but we can probably just make those objects ignore the visibility, I believe. So we need to drop in an NPC. But actually, before I do that, let me quickly go to this logic. Where is it? It's on begin play. Okay. Okay, so the bank teller can be robbed. All right. Beautiful. They all can be robbed. That was critical. Or we would have got in game and then tested it and it wouldn't have worked. So we can go shift end. So now this guy is obviously a bank teller. We need to sort of go, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's about centered there. All right. Okay. Good distance. Let's just leave them there, I guess. Yeah, that's a good distance. All right, they're a bank teller now. What type of skin do we want? Uh, this guy looks. We'll go with 2 if we don't find a better one. No, he can't be military style. Still military style. He looks too cool for a bank. Because this is a private military skin thing. Let's just. Okay. We have to go with that one. Alright. He looks like a bank teller. Somewhat. So there's our bank teller. So now, what we want to do is go back into here. We should only sense players if they can be robbed. Oh, that's right. If they can be robbed, that's good. Alright, that's just going to work. So the line trace is going to work good. Alright, now we have to do some switches here. Switch. So if they're a general store clerk, we want to do that and that, because that's normal gunpoint robberies. So now what we want to do is build in a heist robbery, heist logic pretty much. So bank teller is being robbed. Okay. Is okay, no. Is, I don't know what, is bank teller held up? Is bank teller held up? Right. Oh, that's the sense lost. What am I doing? Alright. So we don't do that there. Well, we are actually there's no going to be sense lost. Actually, but we only want to lose sense. We need to do that switch actually. Okay. So if they can be rolled, okay. Alright, so we only want this to we only want to lose sense if they've abandoned robbery. Actually, no, we wanted to lose sense. So I have to do what I was doing back up there. So if they abandon a robbery, actually, okay, that's just still gonna work, so that's good. We can do an or. So if they're being robbed or held up, and the safe's not being robbed, that will work. So then we can abandon. Alright, so they're not going to abandon robbery. And now what we can do is we can add that here. Alright. Alright, that's good. Okay. So now what we want to do is we want to build in the animation logic. So we can go to oh wait, what am I doing? Okay, so here's robbery logic. So these ones should theoretically yeah, so we only want them to be able to go into robbery styles if that and oh, how am I gonna do that? Unless I do something here. Is bank teller. Alright. Type switch on animation begin play. I don't know if this is the best way to do this, but that's just how we're going to do that there. So is bank teller, okay. So we want to go to locomotion. So now we only want to do this and Boolean. Not Boolean. So we only want to do it if robbery is a success and then not a bank teller. Obviously robbery failed as well. So now theoretically they shouldn't be able to enter this type of loop. So now what we want to do is create a state here and call this bank heist. And we only want to go from an idle into a bank heist if okay. Is bank teller is scared, is robbery. Okay. I can use that variable. Is bank heist. Okay. So I only want to do that if it's a bank heist and they are a bank teller. Okay. Oh, I know what's happening. I haven't properly changed these over yet. Let's just do all of them. Please don't be bone issues. Yes, nice. Why isn't that working anymore? Okay, animations. What what type of... Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. I changed it. Okay. Now what's it called? That's it. Buttons pressed. There we go. Doesn't loop and we just want that. So now what we could do is go into here. We'll just make an animation notifier. Whereabouts is it? 5 seconds, I think. Bang. Right there. Douche. Bang. Let's just go there. Um, Button pressed. So is that good? Bang. Bang. Okay, that's just gonna work. Uh, so they're just gonna go back into an idle, actually. Okay, so obviously when they press the button, that's well, I think they will do that, and then it will try and transition. So we have to transition back. If it's a bank heist, no longer, because we'll just wait until they do that. So they're no longer being a bank heist, and they're a bank teller. That's well, this is not really going to matter. We'll just make them transition back like that. So these transitions back don't matter. That's right. Okay. Oh wait. Oh, that's right. No, no, no. That's what we're going to do. We're not going to do that. We're going to do a different situation. So the bank heist is that, and then they'll transition back into an idle state, and then what we want to do is we want to do a crouch into a scared state. And then we want them to go into a scared state. If they're scared. So, okay, so they'll go into the bank heist. If they're a bank teller and the bank heist is happening, then they'll finish that and then they'll want to go into a crouch. If they're scared. I think that's what's going to happen. I think this is the way we need to do it. And then once they aren't scared, once they're no longer scared, if they're no longer scared, we want them to uncrouch and go back into idle. And then we want them to continue if they're not scared back into the idle. If they're not scared, that's right. Not will. I mean, yeah, if they're no longer scared, we want them to go back into the idle. So, no longer scared, no longer scared. The bank's been held up. So once that goes back and they go into an idle state, then we want to transition into a crouch, into the scared mode, and then once they're no, if they're scared, and if they're scared, okay, so that should work somewhat. Oh look, it looks like a person. There's the head, there's the tuxedo. Look. But there we go. There's our AI. It's manifesting in the code. All right. So that should work, but I doubt it's gonna the first time. All right. So there's that. There's that. All right. Wait, have these got the? Yes, I do. Yes, they do. Okay. Okay. All right. So now there's that. Now we should be able to trigger. Okay, so now we need to go to clerks and look at that code. Let me just quickly jump over. How you doing, Miyomi37? What am I developing now? Just pretty much starting from scratch and trying to work out the bank heist system. I've got a simple idea of how I want it to work. Developing single player versus multiplayer for same systems. What are the main difference? Well, multiplayer is something that needs to be replicated. Specifically, like there's server side and then there's client side, right? Think of client side as the client's game. Is the actual game. It's your game. That's your client side, and the server is typically like a multiplayer server that is like an authority that sort of handles all the critical stuff that you don't want the client doing. For instance, you don't want the client very easily able to modify their health. Because then they can hack health very easily with hacking programs. So what you need to do is you got to replicate it. So you've got to like go through the server, which is like an authoritarian. So it's pretty much replicating. So going through servers and multicasting, but that's the very basic of it. It still gets more technical. When do you predict the game will be ready for release? Well, I hope sometime next year we'll be in beta testing stages. I don't know about a release. I'm hoping maybe 1 or 2 years after that. So I don't really. Well, I'm really hoping my goal, dream is to have a release by 2027. So 2026, 2027, and like a proper release. Uh, if it's big scope, if it's smaller, it might be 1 year. It really depends on how big the map's going to be. I can build probably all the mechanics, easily build all the mechanics. Like our goal right now is to build a character prototype. Shout out to the four watching on YouTube. Make sure you hit the like button. And Dalton says if it's a 5M replica type, then probably 5 years. A smaller project might be 2 or 3 years of development, is what I predict. Well, you know, if we get more people in the team, it could potentially go a lot quicker. But anyway, that's shout out to the four watching on YouTube, and shout out to the one watching on Twitch, which is probably me. But let me jump back in. All right, so now this is okay. Okay, clerk reference. Okay. So now what we want to do is pretty much this. We want to do a different, pretty much the same thing, just a different situation. Switch. Okay, let's move all this nonsense over here, maybe. Put this here. Okay, so if it's a normal bank robbery, we want to do that. So right now, what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to get the logic to be able to point at the bank teller, and then them sort of panic and start and press the button, and then we can work on the door logic to get through the door. I've got an idea, just so we're not like, instead of making the door open and close and then people getting stuck behind the door when robberies failed and all that type of stuff. There's going to be two collisions, and like, you're going to be able to go through the door on the outside if you've held the bank up, and then if you're on the inside for whatever reason, you're going to be able to get it. You're going to be able to walk into that volume and exit the door. So that will fix all that type of stuff. So there's that. So now we want a bank teller situation, which obviously if they haven't been bank held up. Bank get his and a bank hasn't been held up yet. We want to do server clerk robbery, but we want to do a server. Okay. We want to run on server. So what I'm doing right now is replication, essentially. So let me try and explain a little bit replication. So what we got is SRV. I'll go like that, server. And what are we trying to do? Ask the server. We're trying to ask the server to just call it bank heist. All right. So there's the bank heist start. Run on server. So now we can do server-side logic here, but say we want to do like an animation montage or something, then we go custom. I do it anyway, like, well, it depends really what you're doing. So we've got a MC, and then we just do bank heist. So this is the bank heist, or this can be a perform animation, whatever, and then we multicast it. So this is running on the server, and then this is getting multicast to all the clients. So, but what am I doing here? Yeah, I have to multicast this part because when I set variables inside the NPC, in the animation blueprint, I'm hoping, I don't really know how replication works with animation blueprints, but I'm hoping that the animation is going to be replicated because you're essentially like calling it within the multicast. So it's getting multicast, I'm hoping. Anyway. But that's what I know about server replication right now. I know, like, I've worked with video games for 15 years, multiplayer video games. So, like, I really understand the basics of server replication. It's pretty much just replicating. It's preventing the client from being able to hack very easily, pretty much. Okay, so there's that bank teller. Okay, so now on bank heist, what type of situations do we want to happen? We want, okay, we set the variables and then we multicast. This doesn't need to be multicast because we can just do that on the server. So it's like an authoritarian. Look at this nonsense. I shouldn't be doing that there. I should be doing that in the game instance. Anyway, we'll just go with it. But look at this. I need to fix this up. We'll just do a cast. I'll fix this up. Not this one, but the one we want. So we want to increase the level. We want to set standard variables. So that's been held. Now we're being held up, and then we want to give the player. You know, I've got to fix this right now. This is the fix here. That's a blueprint function interface, or a blueprint function library, sorry. And this is an interface. No. Get character reference. That's my interface there. Alright, there we go. Boom. And now we're gonna go like this, okay. Okay. Alright. So now we multicast pretty much all the logic. The logic, the animations and stuff. That's what I'm doing for right now. If it doesn't work, I will know as soon as I test it. But you know, that's part of development. You know, you're gonna rebuild the game a lot. You're gonna, you know, like you really want to get to an alpha stage and then, you know, start doing alpha testing and then get it to a bug-free state as much as you can and then go into beta sort of thing. We're in a pre-alpha state right now where I'm just trying to build the very basics of everything. So we've got multicast set it. So let's just take a little squeeze at this. Okay. Okay, so that's sending it into the robbery state. And then on our animation notifies, we do the logic of opening the door and stuff. So activate the alarm. There's not going to be any fails chance. There's no fail chance. So you essentially just got to hold the bank teller up and they'll always open the door. It just takes 5 seconds for it to open it. So that's, and then, that's right. Oh, that's right. We're going to do animation blueprints. Bank. Is bank heist. Set is bank heist. Bang. So that should essentially put him into the bank heist animation. So theoretically, this is where we do the multicast. So you do all your server logic, and then multicast what needs to be multicast. In this situation, the alarm sound and the animation going into the hands up and panic and all that sort of stuff. So that should just work to that point. Maybe let's jump in. I bet you this is not going to cooperate right here. I'm not going to be able to aim at him. We'll just test it anyway because it might just work. So theoretically, it's probably not going to work, but let's just try it. So, right. So now I should be able to point a gun at the teller and it actually panic. Luckily the door's open because now I can go around the wall and then test if it actually, if it is the wall. That's the problem. All I'd have to do is maybe visibility ignore those things. Ah, and then you're not going to be able to shoot them. Oh, well, that's just something we're going to have to try and work around. Because bullets need to overlap. Because I think they can penetrate. There's penetration, bullet penetration. But I don't know if I'm doing it properly. Okay. In the TPSK, the bullet penetration. There's a lot in it. There's a lot of surface logic as well. You can shoot the cash register now, and there's an electrical like thing. I'll show you. Let me just grab these. Like there's surfaces like that's brick or cement sort of thing. That's window. That's metal. That's plastic. Metal. And watch this. See that? So electrical metals. Anything that's electrical. You know what I mean? Like that's just normal and that's normal. And then this guy here, he's actually got... Why isn't he being... Okay. There's a bug. I bet you this guy's not even going to work as well. He has to be able to see me, but... Okay, serious bugs. At least the robberies are not working. Okay. Let's just deal with the building first. With the what's it called? This one here. Block on the visibility. Ignore the visibility. Okay. I think that's just enough. Let's just do this other one, the other piece. Because this is a separate piece, this metal thing. Why can't I press the... Oh, that is the metal thing. Okay. Okay. Oh. Wow, what happened there? Alright. I don't know what happened to that. So now it should actually work. Oh wait, now we gotta actually maybe if we want to call the bank heist. Uh okay. Sorry about that, OCD. But what's this? I'll show you how to fix it. See? Oh. What? Okay. I don't even know where I am now. Okay. So there. So now that actually should have worked for the banks, and now let's just make sure these guys are the right thing. Yeah, NPCs, yeah. Alright. That was a pickle. I don't know what happened to that. It just reset itself or something. But as you can see, we're doing this from scratch. No, there's just an idea of how it needs to work. No idea of how it's going to work code-wise until we just get it working. So right now I'm just trying to get the point where the bank teller responds and panics and then presses the button. And then on the animation notify, that's when we can you know, send a notification to the player, say you now have access to the security door, and then you can get through the security door. And then then we can move on to the password hacking logic. We can just put the point down and start doing the logic with the laptop and that. We don't really need the model there. The model's just there for looks. So it looks like you know, and I can use that same model and have it, you know, we can have different password terminals that you can hack maybe. Uh, nice. All right. uh, he, yeah, he just like he doesn't know what to do now, but that's good. That's good. That's beautiful. It's working. All right, so that's right. Now we need to work out. That's right. We need animation notifiers. Let me just go OCD mode for a second. Please be able to rename that. Shit. Okay, you cannot fucking rename it. Who cares? Okay, OCD's just killing my life right now. But there it is. All right. I just want it to be like, you know, button pressed and animation finish. Grabs gun. Uh, wait, I think I have an idea. What if I go like this? Button pressed. Okay. Server robbery finished. That's right. I think I've got finished. Yeah, I've got finished. Uh, finished events. Yeah, animation finish, anim finish. Right. Okay, beautiful. So now I just need to do logic for that. So button press there. This is where we can call a function, maybe on the NPC, and just call this SRV custom uh, server security door opened. Just put a print string. So we haven't done the logic yet, but we want to know when it's happening. Security door has been opened. Okay, beautiful. And I'm not even running this on the server. Okay. SRV. Security door opened. Right, so that's the point of opening the door. And then animation finish, we need to do a switch here because we want an robbery finished. We can do bank heist finished. we need to switch the type. I'm gonna have to add another bit of another one like this. He's being robbed. He's being held up. Yeah. So this way we can work out he's being held up. That's the point. We can work out until they're no longer held up. But this is being held up means that it's continuing and they're now at the vault. So then we can work out if they're at that stage. I've pretty much done the exact same thing with this. So now let me just go to this massive. So there we go. Let's just do that. Okay, done. But is being held up no longer would be okay. So that's right. We need to do heist finished or held up finished. Custom events. What's it called? Server. Bank hold up over. So the bank is hold up is over. So that's where this would be. So that's the point where they finish. So when they finish the robbery animation go back into an idle state, we want to now send them back into a scared mode. Yeah, now we set scared. Yeah, this is where we set the scared, and then that should work actually. Where's robbery finished? We don't need to do any of that. Ah, we need to go into the cooldown. Maybe that should be our server. Alright, bank held up. Now we want to turn it into scared mode. No, we want to set it. Set is scared. So now they should go into the scared mode. And then they will remain scared until they cool down. I can just go like that. Bang, what am I? Alright. Okay, that works. They remain scared until they're no longer scared. That's right, that's going to work now. It should work beautifully. Alright, so now we've got that. Button pressed, finished. Good to go, I think. Alright. Yeah, that works. So now let's see if we get first we or if he actually goes if he actually goes crouches and goes into a scared mode. The scared mode is just crouching down, below the counter, and they just remain there, and like the store's inactive or the business is inactive, the bank's going to be inactive, sort of thing. I might have to turn that off, which I could easily do, and just allow it to enter the menus, even though if he's scared, because that will probably be a pain in the neck. But now what we want is pretty much, yeah, it should work fine now. Now we've got to do the door logic. It'd be just turning that door into a blueprint, putting a couple of volumes down, and you can either go in or out, sort of thing. Yeah, security door has been opened. Beautiful. He's going to go down into the scared mode. Beautiful. Now if I wait 5 minutes, the alarm will turn off and he'll stand back up and ready to go. You can rob him again. Let's see if he doesn't respond. Okay. So there we go. Beautiful. It works. We've just got our bank. So that's the whole animation logic pretty much. Wait, what have we got here? We've got, okay, button being pressed. So this is where we do the door logic now. Let's see how long we've been going for. Almost an hour. Not bad. Not bad. How you doing, Hello Path? I predict 4. And thinking, say, give the terror 2 actions, one where I'll give the player 2 actions, one where they open the door of the bank and the other where they refuse. So they refuse. I'd have to actually get that animation done. That's an idea. But see, right now in this pre-alpha version, I'm just really trying to build very basic versions of these systems, and then until we've got a game, and then the fun part for me is going through and optimizing everything and making everything better, upgrading everything. So these systems will change over time and get better and better. But for now, yeah, maybe in the future, yeah, pretty much like in a movie, like or like Grand Theft Auto 5 heist sort of thing, like how you can choose the smart way or the dumb way, or something. Yeah, I think that's how it went. But shout out to the one watching, which is me on Twitch, and the 3 watching, which is essentially 2 people. But anyway, that's where we are. We've got that working, so now what we need to do is work out the door. So we can actually uh, that's all right, we have to go into the building. We need to turn this thing into a blueprint. Uh, which way can I work out which is the front of the door? Bet you I'm not. Oh, okay. So that the front of the door, that is that thing on the left. Okay. That's all right. I can go there like that. Okay. Delete that bad boy. Blueprint, security door, bank door, just call it that. Static door. Okay, beautiful. Why isn't this default thing? Box collision. Okay, so this will be entering. Enter collision. Exit collision. Okay. Up and see if I go shift and nothing. Okay. So that's the height we want. Alright. There's the enter collision, there's the exit collision. So the exit collision, well, we can work on that first. The exit collision will essentially just spawn you in the enter collision. I feel that needs to be wider. No, 1 point. So let's just maybe we do 2 at a time. Yep. Custom, query only, no physics collision. Statics, ignore everything. With the player mesh. Overlap the player mesh. They can't step up on it. Alright. Yeah, we need overlapping. Okay. Let's just start with this. This is my little trick. I just do that. Make sure it's an actual player. Then I can do other checks. So if they have a tag, then we want to get character reference. Actually, no, we don't need to. We just need to spawn. For now, anyway. So let's just do this. Set actor location. They can keep their rotation. Or teleport, maybe? Oh, that's how I can teleport. Okay. So, yeah, teleport. Get relative location. I have to do the world location, won't it? Yep. And now we just literally do the opposite. for this. So now we should be able to walk through the door, but first let's put the door into the world. Uh, oh no, this would have to be specifically in this one. It's ridiculous. Oh, that's right. It sits nicely up to the top, so it doesn't really matter. I should be able to just walk through it now. So we've pretty much got half of the robbery system done pretty much. All right, let's try that. What I might do is we'll get half of it done today, just so the stream's not too long, and because we could potentially do it shouldn't be hard to do the rest. I don't know, we might do it in this stream. If not, we'll do it in the next stream, but we'll go for a little bit longer. So now, regardless of holding up banks or not, I should be able to just walk through that door by spawning on the other side. Okay. 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 Only if you got, well, you could if I made the logic to hold over that. Uh, exit collision, enter collision. What's going on? It works one way but not the other. What? How? Oh, maybe the collisions are different. Don't think they are. Query only, no physics collision. Yeah, it's a query, which is an overlap. Uh, okay. So if they enter the enter collision, we want to spawn them at the exit collision. But if they enter the exit collision, we want to spawn them at the enter collision. Or maybe we shouldn't be spawning them in the collisions. Because then they're just going to go... It's going to be like a loop. Get relative location. Or set relative location. That's probably what's happening actually. Okay. Hey, where do you get their forward vector from? From the camera, is it? Oh, so I'd have to spawn them in front. Oh, okay. I can fix this pretty quickly by going like this. This bank door, right, is going to have exit and exit collisions, which are about that big. But then we're going to have spawn points. Yes. Sphere collision. That's the exit spawn point. Okay. Okay. It shouldn't be in there. Attached to the door. Okay. Okay. Wait, exit spawn. Exit spawn. Let's just quickly do this. Custom. No collision. Static. Ignore everything. Now we want to duplicate that and call that the enter spawn. Then we want to go same like that, and then we can go just 180. Okay. We might have to make it closer to the door so it looks good. But there's that, alright. So if we enter the enter collision, we want to exit spawn. And if we enter exit collision, we want to enter spawn. So now that should work. Bazinga. Then all I really need to do is make it so you can't go for the enter. You can't enter the door until you obviously have held up the bank, which I can just do has held up bank in the clerk component. Set that, boom, has held up bank. And then if they have held up bank, when they abandon a place, then it will go into a failed robbery. So if somehow you abandon it in 5 seconds, before the animation is finished, it will fail. I've actually got, I might get some other things done today. What I'll do is I'll leave this system as is, and then tomorrow I'll do a stream and we'll finish it off. So then you can sort of see it get done from start to finish. But let's see what happens here. I've got them the wrong way around. Yeah, I've got them the wrong way around. Yeah, enter collision, exit collision. So if they enter the exit collision, we want them in the spawn. If they enter the enter collision, we do it in there. Okay, so now that theoretically should work. So if for some reason you're stuck behind the door and you're just going to be able to get out, the only check we're going to do is for the enter collision, which obviously needs to only work after you've held up the gun, after you've held up the teller and they press the button. Obviously from the button being pressed, that's when we give access to the player essentially. Remember how I done that print screen, that print string, so we know that now we can continue with that logic. Okay. What is going on? Why? Why doesn't it want to cooperate, man? Like, how? I don't know what's going on there. So there's our brick wall, our first brick wall. So all I'm going to do off stream is pretty much, I'll just work out how to fix this door. So now we've got this whole logic started. You know what I mean? So he panics, presses the button. We get access to that bad boy. So as you see the print string, and then we can start doing the hacking logic tomorrow. Yeah, that's what we'll do. So what I'll do, I reckon I'll just open up the laptop, like put it in the player's hand. So then you sit there and you're doing the laptop animation. That's a bit annoying. So you're doing the laptop animation, and then I don't know, maybe I'll just do like a timer, just like the save cracking thing where you just gotta wait. So I don't have to build all this laptop UI, which I plan to do, and an actual hacking program comes up and stuff. I can do that later, but I can just do a timer so we can get through and then build the very base of the system. So tomorrow, pretty much what we'll do is once the door's fixed, I'll fix that off stream. So I'll fix the door so now we can get through the door. I'll finish all that first part, you know, where you hold them up and then get notified about the door, and then you can enter the door, and then we'll work on the laptop hacking part for tomorrow. But anyway, guys, that's probably where I'm going to leave this stream. I'll jump over to the chat if you guys want to say anything real quick. Shout out to the free viewers. Make sure you hit the like button and consider subscribing, guys. If you're wondering what this game is, hit the links in the description. We've got the project documentation. We've got the community Discord as well, which is actually this Discord here. We've got 133 members here. But that's probably where we're going to leave it. If you're wondering, if you're new to the stream and you're wondering what this type of game is, you can pretty much go go and check out the devlogs. There's all random videos. there's a list of a playlist of all these streams, and I also post shorts of, and these shorts are mainly after these streams. If I get something done, I will actually just make a short and just show you the final product. For instance, if I got anyway, a couple of these ones have got them, and like, because I'll go into here and I'll post it. I post the video in there. I'll go, if you want to see the finished product, check this out. But that's pretty much where we are, guys. So that's probably where I'm going to leave this live stream. So obviously the next stream is going to be tomorrow, where we finish off the actual laptop hacking system for the bank, and we might actually get to the point where we can do the grabbing animation. Actually, no, I actually need an animation off the animator. So we'll be able to get to that point. We just probably won't have an animation to work with. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the stream. Make sure you hit the like button and consider subscribing. And we'll see you in the next one. Peace.